Welcome to Donu'S World. Hello everyone, welcome to Donu'S World, and to thank God it's Friday. Well, I have a special announcement, being that I've been doing these Friday videos for the past year. We started in March 2024 and we're about to enter March 2025. So basically, it's first anniversary time, and anniversaries are always a good time to review the work you're doing or the way you're living your life. And I have decided that it's time to try something different with Donu'S World. So up till now, Fridays have been about everything from TV shows to American elections to emotional stuff around issues like divorce or loneliness or assisted suicide. And then halfway through last year, I started doing a Wednesday slot, which was about self-improvement, mental health, physical health, beauty, and stuff like that. And we've done quite well with both. And we've got about 8,000 subscribers, between 7 and 8, depending. Sometimes we lose a few. Like I noticed that when I criticized Donald Trump, I lost a few. And sometimes we gain a few. And in fact, our biggest surge was when I talked about Prince Harry and his American wife, Meghan. That attracted so much interest. And I think most of the subscribers we have came from then. Anyway, I've decided that we're going to merge Wednesday and Friday, starting next week. For two reasons. First of all, it's true that mental health and physical health and beauty, all those things, self-improvement, are very, it's sort of a standalone topic for each of us, how to improve ourselves. But I noticed that there are lots of topics like self-sabotage and loneliness that could go in either the Friday slot or the Wednesday slot. So I think let's just see what it's like if we put everything under one roof and turn it into something called Donu'S Week, which will be more detailed, because a lot of you have said that you'd like to know more about where I live, how I live, who I hang out with, and the culture of the Nigerian environment and society. Of course, I grew up in the UK, so I also have a lot to say, potentially, about British society, which would be of interest to people who live in Britain, and everybody really, because we're all part of the same world. So it doesn't matter whether you're talking about Australia or India or England or Ghana or Nigeria. I think many of us are interested in anything and everything to do with the human race. So I'm just thinking, okay, I'm going to put everything I want to talk about, whether it's my personal journey towards weight loss or my views about Donald Trump, all in one place. And it's just going to be like a more diary type format. And I look forward to you guys telling me whether you like it or not, or whether you prefer the old ways, the old system, like the ones we've been doing for the past year. And then I also going to put something new on Wednesdays, which is a special slot where I take pot shots at the Nigerian establishment, the politicians, the government, the people who make life unnecessarily difficult for the citizens of Nigeria, which is supposedly the giant of Africa, but not doing too well because of leadership problems. So Wednesdays are for anyone who's interested in hearing short, sharp complaints about Nigeria, hopefully with humor injected sometimes, a bit of laughter never does anyone any harm, even when you're talking about serious topics. And then Fridays will be more of this diary thing, and I don't even know myself exactly how it's going to be. So let's see how it goes. Please stay with me and join me next week, and keep the criticisms coming if you don't like it, and give me positive suggestions if you think I can improve it in any way. And thank you so much for listening for the past few weeks or months. And I look forward to continuing this Donu'S World journey with you. Sorry, it's a fly. We're in the tropics. Now, before I go, let me just quickly talk about, share some comments with you from last Friday's video, in which I urge people to not always play things safe, to sometimes take risks, because sometimes it's only if you're adventurous that you can benefit from certain types of growth or opportunity or happiness. So, and in fact, that is one of the reasons I'm changing the format of Donu'S World and trying something new, trying the Nigerian criticisms on Wednesday, trying the diary on Fridays. As you know, I've got to take my own advice and try new things sometimes, okay? So, but let's just quickly look at what people said about my video about taking risks. And someone whose name is No Name said, she says that what I'm doing is just as brave and audacious. I am a risk taker, and she loves the intellectual honesty, and there's nothing braver than telling the truth. Thank you, No Name. I assume you're a woman, so, but you could be a guy, I suppose. Thank you very much for that compliment. And then Super Flavor says, thank you. That's all she has to say. And it sort of like speaks volumes. It's like it's coming from the heart. And if you want to know what I talked about last week exactly, you can always go back and scroll back and watch last Friday's video, which kicked off with a tribute to a Dutchman who moved to Africa. And that was a huge gamble for him. And he had just died, and he will be much missed. And so from there, I started talking about people who do unusual things and get up and try new things. And then finally, a comment from Patricia Wask. She says it was a great video, and she thinks risk-taking is very necessary to succeed in life. She says she has taken many risks, and most have turned out well. And she says the flops were learning experiences too. And that is such an important point, Patricia. I mean, even when you take a risk and it doesn't work out, you learn so much about yourself and the world and other people from that experience, even if it's not successful. Yeah? So, thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Bye.